Welcome to Shorts Beyond Measure, where fashion, interiors, and psychology get the stylish, savvy, and slightly therapeutic touch.
We're Tara West, Caroline Baltz, and Allison Goldberg, a fashion stylist and 2 interior designers who are also trained as psychotherapists.
So let's get into what's trending, what's tired, and what's actually worth your time. Because good style and good decisions should never be short-lived.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. So, I don't really have anything to talk about. Just
Perfect. Everybody tune in
We're
to listen
done.
to silence.
No, wait, can we talk about the Golden Globes for 1 minute?
Of course.
Now, when this airs, it will have passed, and we're probably on to the Oscars at this point. But I think Nikki Glaser is so funny.
She's great.
She's coming to Boston. I was looking at. She's like, come in. Sorry.
I thought you were going to.
That's the whole comment.
That's
She's
it.
coming to Boston.
But honestly,
Can I leave now?
That's a really hard job. Like,
Yeah.
really, really hard. And I get nervous for her every time because, just for any comedian. But I thought she did such a good job.
Yeah. She did the Brady roast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, she walks a line that's really tricky.
I like it.
I like it
Yeah.
too. And, award shows are not that interesting after a while. And so you really have to have somebody who can stand up and deliver. And she changed her outfit 9 times.
Wow.
I know I didn't stay up for all 9
Wow.
outfits, but 9 outfits.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of outfits.
That's
It's like
a
a
lot.
real runway
Did you have
show.
a favorite?
I didn't see them all.
Oh. I mean, maybe
Oh,
you
from,
did
like-
a little research after the next morning.
I mean, I looked at some of them, but she looks good in everything. But I just wanted to say, shout out to her since she listens to our podcast.
Yeah, Nikki Glaser is one of 2 of our listeners. Shout out.
Nikki,
Thanks for the
we
support.
love you.
Nikki's my BFF.
Anyways, Caroline, what are we talking about today?
So we're talking about the 5 senses because it relates to dialectical behavioral therapy. That's like our grounding, technique or theory that we talk about. Dialectical behavioral therapy, dialectics meaning 2 different poles and how you find the gray area. And it breaks down into 4 modules. One of them is mindfulness. And in that module, and this is how therapists teach skills to their clients, one of the modules under mindfulness is the 5 senses and how to get grounded if you're really anxious or if your emotions are at a 10 and a 9 and an 8, how do you bring them down, right? And so dialectical behavioral therapy suggests you create a bowl and put different things in it, like gum or a candle or different things that ignite your different senses so you can focus on those senses rather than the emotions and the feelings and the thoughts that you're having in the moment.
And do you do that in people's homes?
Does anyone have any gum?
You're feeling anxious? Oh, but we think about senses in people's home. Yeah, like lighting a candle or the texture of a blanket. Kids are very tactile often. And we may have discussed this before, but we did these chairs in somebody's family room that are these shearling chairs and shearling everywhere. It's so fluffy and you just really feel cozy in them. So for sure, touch is a big piece of what we think about when we're putting a room together.
I have a question.
Yeah. Is it what are the 5 senses? Because Caroline went over that already before we went on the air.
I didn't remember. I don't know.
Apparently, we didn't go to 2nd grade.
Say them right now.
Sight, smell, touch, taste.
Yep, you're missing a few.
One more. Sight, sound, touch, taste, hear.
Here.
You said sound.
Oh, sound.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Well, apparently I don't read your notes or listen to you. Can you refer?
You guys are so
all right.
bad.
I have
Okay,
a question.
Okay,
though.
what's your question?
Wait, what's the 5th scent?
Do you want to finish?
Wait, time out. What is the 5th scent?
It's sight, smell.
Smell. I miss smell.
smell.
Taste and smell are very much intertwined, so I feel like I
agree.
covered it.
Nice
All right.
specialization.
So I don't understand. Houses that are so modern that when you walk in, it's as cold as ice. Sterile, but it's a thing. It's a vibe, and I don't get it. I don't understand how to live in that space. To me, there needs to be some kind of warmth, and there's none. And it's almost like walking into a museum. Now, what kind of person? There's got to be a personality with that. And I'm not saying anything bad. For me personally, it just wouldn't work because I need something a little bit warmer in a home.
OCD?
But what is that? Because I'm sure you've worked with people who love that.
We haven't done like one of those cold, super modern spaces.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because nobody actually wants that. That looks great for an Instagram post. That looks great when you're walking into a showroom. When it's in your house, it's actually working against you because you want to go into your house and relax and feel held. And when you're in a sterile environment, it's not comforting.
No, but I have clients whose houses are like that. And like you walk in and you're like, oh my God, this is insane. It's insane to view. But I couldn't live in that.
I bet they're both, high-powered individuals and aren't spending a lot of time at home and just want it to look perfect when they walk in.
Yeah.
Well, and we did work for Cindy Stumpo. Can I say that name? I don't know. Cut it out if we can't. But we did work for her, and she's done really big modern homes, in Brookline and whatever, outside of the Boston area. And we were talking about being in one of her homes after we were doing exterior lighting, so we didn't have anything to do with the internal. But we were driving away from one of the properties, and she often does what's called a dirty kitchen. Are you familiar with that? Mm-mm. It's like you have your show kitchen that's all pristine and beautiful. And then you have a pretty big room, like bigger than the size of this studio. And that's where there's the oven, the dishwasher, and actually what we were talking about after is like, so wait, like if I'm using that dirty kitchen, I'm going to be away from the kids, away from everybody in this little box, not even integrated.
That sounds amazing. Someone build me a dirty kitchen.
Maybe it's not you doing it though. Maybe it's
the size of our house.
Maybe it's the cook.
She has a cook.
That's
not to be seen.
No, but that's how it was designed. But the truth of the matter is, when you want to go make yourself a piece of toast, you're going into a little black box, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Lesson here is a full-time chef.
I just am always so fascinated by that cold culture because my kids have a couple friends whose home they live in a home like that, and then they come to our house. And I'm like, they must think we live in chaos, even though we're not messy people, but we have warmth.
We have pillows that are not,
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
But again, like you always say, if you look good, you feel good. How you feel in a space matters to us. And it doesn't necessarily matter to other people. Or maybe they want you to feel intimidated. Like some of these homes that the modern ones that I'm talking about have these front doors that are like 80 feet tall. Yeah. And like, how do you feel opening? You feel like Oz, you know, like it's so strange, but you feel intimidated. You feel small.
I think you just said the right thing is, how do you feel in your space? Because when you live in a space like what I'm describing, it's perfect. So you must want to feel perfect and think clean and good, clean, perfect always.
No mess.
Because that makes you feel really put together.
And in control, right?
In control.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're such good therapists.
I know. Look at us.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
We can psychoanalyze anything,
no,
even a house.
It's so interesting because you must, when you guys walk into a home as anybody else, you must really catch the feeling really fast.
It's actually a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's like a curse.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I have to get out of here. Let's
it's
hurry
too
this
much.
up. Yeah, because people aren't calling you into their house when it's pristine.
Right. Yeah.
But also, like, just socially, like, I'll go to somebody's house and I don't know, we'll be sitting on the sofas that are 17 feet apart from each other in their living room, and I'm like, oh my God, like
why
push them closer together.
Well, you don't just say, oh my God. Caroline will actually get up and move the sofa.
I love that.
True.
Some people love that. Some people are a little shocked.
But, that's how it is when I go into people's closets because I've never been to their home before and I have no idea what I'm walking into. And I think, they describe it enough that I have an idea. But sometimes I'm like, holy shit, this is a shit show. And no wonder why they called me. Or, you understand why they feel so overwhelmed and can't get dressed.
Do you feel like their closet is representative of what their house looks like?
Not necessarily. I think that a closet is such a personal space, and you can be the busiest person in the world and live in one of those very clean homes that I was just talking about, and your closet could be messy, which it typically isn't, but it can be.
Mm-hmm. My closet was like a safe space for me during COVID because David was going to work every day and I was home with 3 kids, and I would keep an industrial size of bag of peanut M&Ms in there, and some Tito's and just have myself a relaxing hour. Well, just escape. I could lock the door and
Yeah, I love that. When my kids were young, I used to take an extra long shower just to get away and like be in like a quiet space and have time. So that makes sense actually. But what a fun and interesting thing for you guys to experience all the time. I would think
it's a curse.
It's probably a curse.
Yeah.
Well, for me too, but I get it. But it's like, wow, you learn a lot about somebody, right? That's why people are like, oh, you don't need to come to my closet. I'm like, I actually really do. Even if you don't need to get rid of anything, your closet.
I need to judge you. No.
It just tells so much about a person.
You learn
and
so much.
So much,
Yeah.
And we're all very visual people because of what we do.
Do you have any thoughts on this related sort of to the five senses? But I feel like getting ready for something, like that process is really important. And like I almost have a ritual where I pour myself
in
a
your
little,
curlers.
Yes, plug in my curlers. I obviously shower, whatever, but then like I'll put on a robe, I'll pour myself a glass of wine if we're like going out someplace or whatever, like a little bit, put on some music, get into my bathroom, put on my makeup, but I slow it down. I'm not just like rush through it. I mean, sometimes I have to, but like if I can, that's so like luxurious to me, that wind up to an event or something special.
I love that you do that. I think that's really special. You're taking in the moment and you're enjoying it rather than, you're kind of reframing what most people find dreadful, which is getting ready for an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
I get
reframing,
ready in
I
my
guess.
bathroom too, but I was thinking maybe I need to, like in my closet, maybe I should put in a vanity. It's a pretty decent sized closet. Like, should I put in a vanity and get ready with a door that locks in my closet?
Yes.
I love that.
And a
idea.
wine fridge.
And a wine fridge. I was just going to say, and somewhere where you can have wine, because for you, that seems very relaxing.
Wine?
No. Just
I'm like, why
whole-
is that just relaxing for me? Isn't that relaxing
No, it
for
sounds
everyone?
like that whole setup would be very
I know.
good for you.
I got to think about that.
Let's do a judge to your closet.
I got to move some clothes out first.
Yep, that's a good reason. Though.
Anyways, the senses are obviously a huge part of
What
everything.
are they? Name all five. Go.
Sight, smell, sound, taste. Sight, sound. What was the other one? Touch.
Oh, look who
I
else didn't go to
failed.
second
I
grade.
failed. Oh, miserably. Anyways, anything else?
I think that wraps it up. I mean,
All right. See you later.
Allison wants to get out of here.
I also wanted to get out of here since we
Bye.
started. Next time we have some guests.
Yes.
Yes, so stay tuned. Bye.
Bye. That's it for this week's Shortlist. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it, leave a review, or let us know what's on your short list.
Shorts beyond measure, because the most important things in life can't be quantified.